people with flip personalities. Flip personalities. Don't revert back to chaos. Don't revert back to chaos. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. Well, I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I just share with you how I see life and how I live life. Don't revert back to chaos. I got to thinking about that because I think that there are some relationships that are nothing but chaos. But even in those relationships, sometimes, most often, people have a great side to them. They have a redeeming side. They have a side that we absolutely love. And yet they have this other side that's chaotic and disruptive and upsetting and negative. And, you know, I always say that the negative side will usually win out over the positive side because it usually outweighs it. It's heavier. And so it depends. It just depends. Not always. And so I think that sometimes if someone has a flip, I call it the flip side, they're flipping from one thing to the other, it's very challenging and very difficult to be around people like that. And so for me, what I do is when there's someone with a flip personality, whatever the reason is, I tend to back up and I tend to either have no relationship with them or I have a very limited relationship, one that I can get the good without putting myself in a position where I get the fallout of their negative side. Because some people do have a flip side to them. They have this wonderful, wonderful side that draws you in, and then they have this very negative side that pushes you away. And ultimately, if the negative side is great enough, it pushes people away. And that's why we often see broken relationships where they look like a great relationship. And often we don't know what's going on in other people's lives. Recently, someone told me that, you know, here I thought they were this happy, perfect, wonderful, joyful family, and here they were going through an ugly mess in their life. And so we don't always know what's going on in people's lives. And in their situation, it was an ugly divorce. And so, you know, you really don't always know what's going on in other people's lives. But what I'm saying is if people have a flip side to them, a flip personality, I tend to just completely stay away. But if it's somebody that I would love, like say, you know, a relative or somebody, I may have a limited relationship with them where it's safe for me to do so without getting that fallout, because, you know, flip personalities are very challenging, very difficult to be around. And for whatever the reason, you know, we can excuse it, justify it, and there's maybe valid reasons for it. But that doesn't mean that we necessarily have to put ourselves in that situation. So that's my viewpoint on flip personalities and dealing with, you know, more challenging people and things like that. I don't give advice, I don't give suggestions. I just share with you how I live my life and my viewpoints. I hope you like, share, subscribe to all 5 of my channels. Links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. If you connect with me with all 5 channels, I will likely connect back with you with all 5 channels. Hope to talk to you then. Bye-bye. Porch, a place to relax and a place to enjoy. Grandma's Porch.